Hello, and welcome to another edition of Perspective 254. As usual, I'm Majina Agility Kesa. I am super excited to be here with you guys today. So, the other day, our very good friend, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, aka Riggy G, also known as the most truthful politician in Kenya, chose to grant an interview to Citizen TV's Sam Gituku. This was quite an extensive and an interesting interview covering a lot about Mr. Riggy G's 2-year stint as the Deputy President of Kenya. All the ups and downs, but mostly it was the downs that he talked about. It covered everything from his feud with Nairobi Governor Sakaja to his fight against illicit brews in Kenya to some WhatsApp group foolishness hook up on their state house. We'll get all into that. Now, before turning mbali sana, please feel free to go down there, hit that subscribe button, and then come back. Let us do like we do. Tucheze kama sisi. Now, personally, I would have loved to hear him talk more about his many feuds and confrontations with various politicians. Riggy G versus Sakaja, Riggy G versus Kimani Ichung'wah, Riggy G versus Moses Kuria, Riggy G versus Mudavadi, Riggy G versus Raila Odinga, Riggy G versus Uhuru, and finally, what's becoming more and more obvious by the day, Riggy G versus the one and only Dr. William Ruto, his very own boss. But maybe he'll cover that in a different interview some other day. We can only hope. Now, in this particular interview though, he only touched a little bit on his second feud with Nairobi Governor Johnston Sakaja. Gachagua kicks off the interview by explaining that were it not for him, Mr. Sakaja would not have succeeded in his quest to become the governor of Nairobi. He was all like, hey, trust me guys, if it was not for me vouching for this guy, there is no way he would have become the governor of Nairobi. That is according to Gachagua. Essentially, he was the political equivalent of someone co-signing a bad loan for a friend. In this case, the friend was Sakaja. Now, apparently, Sakaja did not have good enough political credit to win this thing on his own. What with the fake degree from Uganda and all, hakuwa na chance, right? So Gachagua, being the good guy that he is, decided to act as the guarantor during this campaign, which is why the Nairobi traders trusted Sakaja with their votes and made him the governor. Now, I'm not sure if there were any explicit or implicit promises that Sakaja made, but apparently Governor Omudimples in this case is backtracking on his end of the deal. Maybe we'll hear more about this in the future. Now, here's where things get really juicy and interesting. There is an alleged plot, according to him, there's an alleged plot to impeach him. Apparently, there have been several late-night secret meetings by some leaders within the government, all aimed at ousting him from the deputy president's seat. Fortunately, because we no longer live in the Moi era where he could have been fired over the radio during the 1 o'clock news, the only way to get rid of Mr. Gachagua, Riggy G, is through impeachment. And that is basically what they are trying to do, according to him. Now, but Gachagua is not exactly sweating bullets over it. He's not worried. He's like, hey, go ahead, try it. Bring it on. Let me see what you got. Jaribu tuone venye kutaenda. Basically, he is daring them to give it their best shot, fully confident that Dr. Ruto has got his back. But, hapo, that is where he might be going wrong. Hapo ndio kuna vile anaweza kwa mekosea kidogo. Because speaking of Dr. Ruto, Gachagua admits that things have been a little bit rocky between the two of them lately. You know, some mischievous folks within Ruto's inner circle are actually trying to stir up trouble between the two of them. He even reminds everyone of Ruto's solemn promise not to throw him under the bus. Although he admits that lately that bus seems to be getting just a little bit too close for comfort. Lakini he still believes Ruto's got his back. Tutaona venye kutaenda. And of course, no Gachagua interview is complete without invoking Mr. Raila's name. You know, Gachagua tried to explain the whole broad-based government idea, which is supposed to be about unity and bringing people together, all that stuff, right? Well, even Raila's ODM is welcoming the unity in the government. Gachagua was like, I was not really thrilled about the idea at first, but fine. Unity is unity, I don't care. But in a classic political fashion, he suspects that some members of this united government are actually using the opportunity to gang up on him. It's basically the political version of, you know what, let's all play nice until we get enough numbers to kick him out. Yeah. On the topic of Mount Kenya unity, Gachagua was not playing. He was very serious about this stuff. He's warned anyone who is trying to divide the Kikuyu, the Meru, and the Embu communities that it will be a waste of time and money. Hata wasijaribu. Reflecting on their past clashes, particularly over Uhuru Kenyatta's support for Raila Odinga, Gachagua made it clear that Mount Kenya has learned its lesson from that experience, and now they are sticking together as a community. And fast forward to now, with Ruto and Raila apparently working together and getting along, it seems that Gachagua must be left with some major egg on his face. He actually even apologized to former President Uhuru Kenyatta for how things went down between them during those campaigns and after the elections. He acknowledged Uhuru Kenyatta's standing as a major leader in the region and, with a bit of humility, apologized. So, what does the future hold for Mr. Riggy G? Well, Gachagua has reassured everyone that he's not just a Mount Kenya leader. He is actually a national superstar. He shared his gratitude for the warm reception that he's received in places like Nyanza and Mars Island over the last several months. You know, he's still getting warm receptions across the country, and is not about to let some political drama ruin all that for him. But one of the major awkward moments of this interview actually came when he mentioned being removed from President Ruto's WhatsApp group, which apparently is where all the important stuff goes down. Somebody somewhere thought it would be funny to remove the deputy president from Dr. Ruto's WhatsApp group. Yes, siasa. Gachagua suspects that some mischievous characters are actually behind this. Despite all this chaos, Gachagua remains firm. He is not resigning. Nope. He says he's got a mandate from the Kenyan people, not just from the president. And as such, he is staying put. Hakuna mali anaenda. In his classic defiant political style, Mr. Gachagua declares, I am here to stay, whether you like it or not. Mpende, msipende, mimi huyu hapa. Mimi ndo niko, as we say, mimi ndo niko. He even asked the people of Kenya to pray for him because, in his words, this political rough patch is not shaking him at all. In short, folks, this is going to be a wild ride of political intrigue, impeachment, rumors, coffee reforms, and even a bit of WhatsApp drama. Because, of course, there's always a WhatsApp group chat that is at the center of any good political story. Until next time, stay tuned for more drama, because this is just the beginning. Again, the name is J. Kesa. See you in the next episode. Cheers.